morning. We saw that. How many people were here last week and saw the slideshow of the last 22 years? That has just been with me all week. All about the many, many, many things that we have accomplished as Center for Spiritual Living Asheville, as Center for Creative Living out in Fairview, all of the thousands and thousands of people that have walked through the houses, the doors of our home, of the, yes, it was a trailer. It was a renovated trailer, but it was a trailer out in Fairview, and then here. And I've been thinking about how we shine so brightly, how we have held up this opportunity for people to have such amazing experiences and healings and transformations. And it fills my heart to be able to be a part of a group that is enabling so many people to get it. That we are not mere humans. There's not a guy up in a cloud that's out to get us. There is no evil or sin or devil that is against us. There's only spirit in and as each and every one of us, that we are made out of love, that light is the only thing, that we are all connected, and that we are all perfect, whole, and complete. No matter what we may be doing, no matter what may be going on, that we hold that vision of the highest and the best of us. And as we have done that over so many years, we've had so many demonstrations, we've had so many experiences, and it all, for me, comes back to this teaching. That one of the reasons I think that this center is so special, and people, I've always thought it was special, but other people tell me it's special too. And people who have gone to other centers for a long time come and tell me that this is really special. And one of the reasons that I think it is so special is because we really believe what we teach. We really act as though God is all there is. We really put our faith to the test when things are going on. And so I wanted to share my absolute favorite Ernest Holmes quote with you. I think it is the best of this teaching. And those of you who remember my 7-year project of audio recording the original Science of Mind textbook, yes, it is available on our website as a free download, both in PDF form and audio recording. It is Lesson 2, Introduction, first paragraph. Mental science, which is the science of mind and spirit, makes a tremendous claim when it states that it can free the individual from the bondage of sickness, poverty, and unhappiness. But it makes this statement without hesitation and without qualification. It does not retract from that claim, and it never will. Bold words. Mental science, the science of mind and spirit, makes a tremendous claim. We are so ballsy. We are so bold that we say that this teaching what is the word? Mental science, the science of mind and spirit, makes a tremendous claim when it states that it can free the individual from the bondage of sickness, poverty, and unhappiness. We are all about freedom. Mental science, the science of mind and spirit, says that you can be free. And it says it to everybody, that we don't care what the doctors have said. We don't care how much money you think you have or don't have. We don't care how miserable you are. You can be free. And it says it about everybody, not just the people here. And it doesn't qualify it. It doesn't say, well, once you've taken foundations class, once you become a practitioner, once you open up a business and start doing something productive with your life. It doesn't say that. It says under any circumstance, you can be free. Doesn't qualify it. It doesn't hesitate. It doesn't retract from that. It doesn't fall down in fear and say, well, oh my God, under these political circumstances, what do you expect from us? We're only human. No way. It says any person on the planet, in any circumstance, at any age, any race, any economic stature, can be free. Period. End of story. And we don't hesitate. We don't bow down. We don't qualify it. We will not retract this. Never. I love that. Because there are times in my life, as minister of this center, when I have had to hold on to that. We've had opportunities to be at, they've all happened at Mission Hospital, where a member of our center was having a doctor tell her that having hit his head, her husband would be a quadriplegic. And she said, no, 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 my minister is coming. And when John and I got there in the ER, we immediately did treatment. We brought all of our practitioners in to do treatment. And that man walked out of the hospital, and he is fine. And then our own Thomas Young, when he had his stroke of genius. And the doctor was trying to tell his beloved that they didn't think he was going to make it. And she said, no, my ministers are coming. My ministers are coming. And we met you in the ER at Mission, and we treated over him. And we brought all the practitioners in and knew that Thomas was perfect, whole, and complete. And then he is. Because Sylvia had the wherewithal to say, no, I do not accept that. There is a higher truth going on. There is freedom going on that will free us from the bondage of sickness. And we can go there. And then I remember when Larry Williams' son, Omari, was beaten with a tire iron about his head. He was learning some life lessons. And they called me to go into Mission Hospital. And I walked into the room and I went, oh, this is neurotrauma intensive care. I know this room. Everything is fine. This is the room that Clint was in. And we all took hands and we prayed over Omari. And he walked out of that hospital. There is something that we can hold on to. Mental science, the science of mind and spirit, our connection with each other, our connection with God in us, as us, is us. We can hold on to that and know that it doesn't matter what the circumstances are, it doesn't matter what people are telling us, that we can be free. And it's not just for people in this country, it's for people in every corner of the world. It doesn't matter what we are born into. It doesn't matter what our past has been. It doesn't matter what we think the future holds. We can be free if we are willing to come into alignment with these laws of spirituality, of principle, that says as we think what we believe, we can have. And we don't have to believe it all by ourselves. That's why we gather. That's why we open up the doors and have a roof over our heads so that we can gather together, so that we can help each other believe. I know there are times, Jill, when you didn't know whether Tim would make it here or not, and here he is. And then there was Michael. We were treating Jan in here, and we pulled her right in. And other ones of us, we have looked at people and conditions in our lives who have told us that there's no way we would be where we are today, and yet here we stand. This teaching is the best of us. Our willingness to grab onto it and hold it, not only in the good times, but in the times that really challenge us to grow, where it looks like all is lost. That's the best of us. Our courage and strength to stand tall and to say, this is who I am. No condition can claim that. No circumstance can dictate that. This is who I am, is the best of us. And our willingness to be here with each other, to hold each other in our hearts, to reach out and to stand. Say, I will stand with you. I will stand in consciousness with you. I will know the truth with you, is the best of us. Because in those circumstances, we lift each other up. And I would venture to say every one of us in this room has had the opportunity to be lifted by this center. when it looked like all was lost, or when it looked like things were just going down the tubes. We've been able to lean on this center, to lean on this community, and to lean on these teachings, to look out and say, God is all there is. I am a divine incarnation, individualization of the magnificence of spirit. God lives by means of me. God breathes me. God thinks me. God moves in this world as me, and all is well, because that is the best of us, and so it is.
We got it, Barbara. Who's visiting us for the first time? First time in the room today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Look at all these beautiful people. Thank you so much for being with us today. We're delighted to have you. What you're receiving right now is a little card, and if you'll give us your name and address and such information, we'll tell you about the cool things that are happening around here. And there we go. And Bruce, we got one right in the middle, in the back there. Oh, here comes April. Okay, fantastic. Thank you all for finding your way here today. Eddie Webb, it's good to have you back in the room. Eddie. Josie, good to have you with them. Thank you. That's wonderful. Thank you all for being here today. So with that, let's take out what we're going to give. Got a bunch of stuff that's shown up in the mail here today, and Barbara's and mine. And if you would please practice our prosperity scepters, come forward, please. Let's bless these gifts. We got a gift from Barbara Updike in Japan.
Yes.
Love that. Yeah, okay. I do that all day. So if you would please put your gift close to your heart, because that's really where it comes from. This money thing is a lovely idea, and it is as much God as anything else, but it's the love that we share that makes us great. And I know right here and right now that we share the very best of ourselves by loving and believing in one another and seeing one another in the richest and most wonderful ways. I know that this community is a deep pattern of connections, and that the love is present at each turn and twist, and all of these connections are that divine connection, and that only good comes to us because we know who we are, and we live from that knowing of the divine presence at the point of us. And because of that, we are doing great things in the world, and I am so grateful for each one who joins in this giving, and for all the good that is flowing because of it. So we let that be so, and we repeat our investment affirmation together aloud. I freely and joyously give from the abundance and fullness of my overflowing wealth, knowing my gift goes with love as it touches and blesses the world, and so it is.
Blessings are flowing, the gift is unsealed, life is unfolding, love is revealed, with open heart and open hands, I give and receive in love. Blessings are flowing,
want you to know that you are the most generous people I know. Thank you for the way you love this community and support it and bless it every time you say yes. For every class you attend, for every Sunday you're here, and for all of the joy and love and money that you pass this way. We are a generous community and we are blessed. And so it is.